It's Jeezy. I ain't taking nothing from his wife. Jeannie Mai, she's a beautiful woman. It's Jeezy.
Just when fans thought that they had put the Jeannie and Jeezy Mai divorce in the rearview mirror, the couple is back in the headlines with more drama. Now, from the very beginning, we have been led to believe that Jeannie was the one who cheated on Jeezy, which is the entire reason he filed for divorce. But now new information is coming to light, according to which Jeezy was the one who had been unfaithful. And everything we had been led to believe so far was simply a ploy by the rapper to paint himself as innocent. Just what is going on in the Jeannie-Jeezy household? Who was actually unfaithful? Welcome back to Celebrity Fix, where we will be talking about how Jeannie Mai claims Jeezy cheated on her. But before we give you the deets, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more videos.
Let me tell you something. You better come out here with a vengeance looking all good. Let me tell you something, girl.
We gotta always take care of us, though, right?
Jeezy turned a lot of heads by filing for divorce from Jeannie Mai. Fans actually thought that the two were doing well for themselves, but we never know what's going on behind closed doors, do we? That said, everyone wanted to know one thing when the news of the divorce started making rounds, and that was why. And well, surprise, the popular theory was that Jeannie had been unfaithful. Unfortunately, Miss Thing ended up getting a lot of hate for it. Even her longtime co-worker, Tamar Braxton, was slamming her.
There's two reasons why a man leaves his wife or files for divorce. Number one is another woman pushing him to do it, okay? Or number two is something real foul went down.
But now that the dust has settled, it's being revealed that Jeannie did nothing wrong and that it was Jeezy all along. How do we know that? Well, the couple is still fighting it out in court for the custody of their daughter, Monaco. The two were granted joint custody, and according to court documents, both parties agreed upon a visitation schedule through the end of 2023. However, that arrangement has not been working out so well for the two. Jeezy isn't happy with the way Jeannie is acting about the situation, and so he took the issue to court, asking them to clearly define temporary legal and physical custody rights. But here's the interesting bit. Jeezy didn't just ask the courts to step in, he kinda dragged Jeannie through the dirt while doing so. He called her a gatekeeper for trying to keep his own daughter from him. According to the court documents, the lack of consistency, continuity, and stability inherently associated with such a haphazard and fluid parenting time schedule is stressful to the child, and it has, as is unfortunately inevitable with all families in transition, created unnecessary tension and confusion regarding not only parenting time but also in regard to each parent's role and rights when the child is in their respective custody. Jeezy believes that Jeannie is causing confusion for their daughter with her actions. She's also trying to hinder the development of a fruitful relationship between father and daughter. However, Jeannie is taking the opportunity to fire back at Jeezy. You see, there is a reason why Jeezy agreed to joint custody, and it's because he didn't want to pay Jeannie child support or alimony. The man was protecting his money, but Jeannie ain't about to let him off that easily. This is what the court documents are saying. Wife further shows that courts should enforce paragraph 8 of the prenuptial agreement regarding infidelity, which provides, in pertinent part, that in the event that either party engages in sexual relations, an emotional relationship, or is emotionally or sexually suggestive in communication with a third party via all forms of electronic communications, including but now limited to texting, sexting, FaceTiming, social media, and/or direct messages, shall result in significant financial penalty upon the adulterous party. You see, Jeannie and Jeezy had signed a prenup before walking down the aisle, as do most celebrity couples. However, according to the terms, if one party was found to be cheating, the other party would be liable to receive some financial compensation. By highlighting these terms in court, Jeannie seems to be hinting that Jeezy has been unfaithful. Why else would she do it? If she was the one who had cheated, then she would be digging her own grave. But here she is pointing to a loophole in the prenup that lets her walk away with Jeezy's money. Jeezy also highlighted the present long-distance nature of the parties as one of the reasons why co-parenting has been hard. However, Mai has done the long-distance thing before. While speaking to People, Jenkins said, "I actually shot my first ever cooking show called America's Test Kitchen, The Next Generation, with Monaco by my side. So I flew her to Boston. She stayed with mommy for 3.5 months and we shot the show," the television personality said last November. The court documents also said, Wife reserves the right to amend this counterclaim to add other grounds for divorce, but which wife does not wish to specify herein at this time in the hope this matter can be resolved without having to disclose such conduct publicly. Basically, this means that Jeannie isn't ready to talk about what exactly led to the divorce, but she is dropping hints. And those hints seem to point at Jeezy being the unfaithful one. Now, if you think about it, it kinda makes sense. Jeezy filed for divorce, and then immediately released an album where he talked about being cheated on. In the song, Don't Cheat, Jeezy got too real with lyrics like, "Real guys don't cheat. Tell me you gone hold it down baby girl cause this ain't for the weak. Nah, real ends don't cheat. I be out here getting paper while you sleep. Once again, cause real ends don't cheat." And that's not all. He sat down for an hour-long interview with Nia Long, getting into all sorts of stuff, from his upbringing to his childhood and divorce. He even implied that he had been pushed to file for divorce because of Jeannie's actions.
If you've done all of this work and you've given yourself that grace, and you've given yourself that space to grow, and you've given yourself permission to love self, right? Then what happens when a man gets to the point where they're just like, okay, I'm filing for divorce?
Knowing what we know now, it seems like Jeezy put on a whole show to paint himself as innocent.
It's kind of something you can't explain.
Yeah, you can't. The real thing is like, I don't like to fail in anything.
Me either.
And,
I don't want to lose. I don't want to fail.
I don't want to fail, especially when I know what
you've poured in.
Right.
A genius move, because by laying all the blame on Jeannie, Jeezy was able to get out of paying her. He wanted to protect his money, and he did it. What's more, if Jeezy was the one who cheated, then it makes a whole lot of sense why he filed for divorce. By getting ahead of the game, he was able to escape responsibility. Mind you, he also painted Jeannie as the crazy one by calling out her anger problems. Sure, Jeannie did admit to them, but singing about them in your album? Yeah, that's a bit much.
For example, I have a really hot temper. Not a lot of people know this, but it's just something in my family. I've seen it in my grandmother. Saw it in my grandfather, to my grandmother, to my mom, to my aunts, to me, right?
Some people think that Jeezy was reaching new heights in his career and he didn't feel like Jeannie was the woman to share that with, so he decided to drop her.
And I feel like he felt like, now's the time that I could share this world with somebody on a real level. But I need a candidate who's not gonna fight me, who's not gonna go against me, who's gonna let me lead, who would allow me to be who the fuck I am.
What's more, if there is a new woman in the picture, chances are we won't be hearing about her for a few months. Jeezy probably wants to keep things on the down low and lead the public to believe that he fell into her love randomly after the divorce. It would also explain why Jeannie sort of went underground after the divorce. She was probably caught off guard by the entire thing. But it seems that she has found her footing now and is ready to fire back. She's not about to let Jeezy walk off into the sunset with his money and reputation. However, the important thing here is Monaco. Let's hope she doesn't get dragged into the couple's mess, and the two are able to work out a solution for her sake, at least. And that's all for today. What do you think of the situation? Which side is telling the truth here? Did Jeannie cheat, or did Jeezy? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more videos. We will see you next time with more updates from the celebrity world.